everybody, it's me, the Sepia scholar, and I'm here with one of my favorite movies. I'm so excited I can barely speak. It's Troll 2, the best, worst movie ever. We're going to go ahead, we're going to do a review, and it's a throwback review because I believe it came out in 91 when I was 11. And let me tell you, it is pure camp. It's pure crazy. The plot don't make no sense. The dialogue doesn't make any sense, but something about it just sticks in your mind and is the best anti-vegetarian foreign created movie ever. Troll 2. So I hope this video finds you blessed, happy, and full of love. Me, I'm getting ready to take the kiddies out. Hopefully steal some of their treats out their bag if it's good enough, especially Heath bars or a crunch or anything with a Snickers bar. I am totally ready. I hope you guys are too. Stay safe. I had to make this video because I'm going to start making holiday themed videos based on movies that I love. And this is one of my favorite movies ever. And they actually made a documentary called The Best Worst Movie Ever. So we're going to go through the movie. Hopefully, I'm not spoiling it, but since it came out in 91 and you all are probably as old as me, hopefully you've seen it already. And if you haven't, we're going to go through it and maybe it'll make you want to check it out. And it has one of the most, well, let's put it this way. Did you ever wonder where this famous meme came from? Yes, this meme or GIF is actually from Troll 2. So they use it all the time. It's a super funny joke that they always have on the internet. You know, the internet is undefeated. And it's like, oh my God. And it's probably one of the most used memes other than why you lying, why you always lying. But you know, we have several super famous memes, but that's where this meme comes from Troll 2. So we're going to get through the movie. I will give how I feel about it to the end. But if you see how excited I am about it, you know that I love this movie. Shout out to everybody that's going to watch it. I am going to pre-record this, run it, and I will be in the chat so we can discuss it. And shout out to the replay gang. And like my intro, I made that intro, y'all. I'm excited. Anyways, the intro says, like, at a minimum, it's $3.99. Comment if you're digging the movie. You will. And subscribe if you love my content. Love you guys. Shout out to, I guess you'll all be the replay gang this time, but I will be in the live chat. Love you so much. So let's get into the movie. So what is Troll about? You know me, I'm a nerd. I'm a scholar. I made a whole presentation about so we can get through this movie. Make sure I did my copyright disclaimer, but there's so much that happens in this movie that there's no way in heck that I'm going to remember. But anyways, this is an Italian-made movie, so let's get into it. Troll 2. All right. So if you notice on my thumbnail, I'm drinking a smoothie. If you know what's been going on with me, I was on a smoothie cleanse, the most green veggies and fruits that you ever seen for a long time. Loved it, fixed my body, all this good stuff. And like I said, this movie was made as an anti-vegetarian movie. So we'll look to see what makes these ghouls and goblins, even though the movie's called Troll, there's goblins in this movie. We'll explain why later, but let's get into Troll. So the movie starts off with a man who looks like he's dressed like Robin Hood / Pinocchio / some foolishness running through the woods. And he's getting chased by some trolls. The trolls look, I mean, these masks are like nightmare fuel, and they have green dripping from their mouths, and they're chasing this dude. And he somersaults and falls. Nobody knows why. We all know that unmelanated people, well, black people get killed first in horror movies. But unmelanated people always trip and fall, especially the blondes in their heels, always trip and fall in these movies. Well, he somersaults and he hits the ground. And that's when you realize that this is all a tale. Like Princess Bride, you know, in the beginning when Fred Savage is getting told a tale by dude that plays Columbo. Love him, R.I.P. But this is Grandpa Seth telling Joshua about these creatures chasing this man through the woods. You're like, all right, this about to be some, like, like I said, like Princess Bride, Once Upon a Time type situation. But he's scaring the hell out of his grandson with this story. Then we go back to the story. So while the man is on the ground, this lady with some drawn ass in freckles, very cute girl, he sees this girl. He's like, ooh, I'm waking up and somebody fine is resuscitating me. And boom, she starts feeding him some. She's like, you want something to eat? And she feed it to him. I said, it's about the nastiest looking. It looked like glue with green food color in it. And she feeding it to him. And this show you that a man will take anything from a beautiful woman. Like, you ain't question what this was. Is this Jello? Is this key lime? I love key lime. What is this that this woman who has drawn on freckles and I don't know from a can of paint is feeding me? And then he look up and it's this troll. That's what happened when y'all turn on the lights in the club. It was cute under the darkness. And shout out to Booty Call. When the lights come on, you realize you've been dancing with a sea donkey all night. But this was a troll. A troll who obviously can't keep anything in his mouth. So it was a troll. And the next thing you know, he starts oozing this green ooze down his face and freaking out. And Josh was like, "Oh crap, this is super scary. Grandpa, what's going on? Are they gonna get him?" He's like, "Well, trolls feed you this goo, you turn into a plant, and then they eat you." And they were like, "Man, what kind of stories you telling little kids at night?" Their mama busts in the room, and then you realize Grandpa ain't really there. All that's left is a rocking chair with nobody in it. Nobody tries to explain why the rocking chair is still going. Is there a big gust of wind in there? Nobody can explain what is going on. But Josh was by himself. So mama bust him. You know, when you send your kids to bed and you tell them to go to sleep, they end up watching a whole video game, a movie, and they not damn sleep. He ain't here talking to Grandpa. Mama's like, why are you talking to Grandpa? Grandpa Seth's been dead for 6 months. And instead of soothing him, guess what she says? She says, you must banish him from your brain, Joshua. Not love Grandpa, not our hearts will go on. Act like he didn't exist. It's super crazy. The movie starts off super crazy already. So then mama's going in there. You know how mamas like try to tell kids not to be scared of stuff, and we be scared our damn self. Mama and her crazy eyes goes to dad and be like, what's a goblin? Mind you, the movie name is Troll. We're going to explain why the hell they talking about goblins in this movie later. What's a goblin? He was like, calm down. There's no such thing. I'm like, so mama, you done went and lied to the kid. The kid came back and now you asking your husband what the hell a goblin is. So obviously you believe it. And y'all not even trying to get little Timmy, his real name is Joshua, some damn help because he talking to dead people. I see dead people. 6 Sense. You ain't trying to figure that out. You're going to go find out for your husband if y'all shit is haunted. So it's super crazy. Then it goes to the stereotypical teenagers. Mind you, this was made in the 90s. So she in there getting her Jane Fonda on. Let's get physical. And who peep out the back like the movie Scream out to punch this man so hard? Her boyfriend. And he try to get some. But he trying to he act like he gonna take the cookie. And she pushes him away. But everything's all good. It's all beautiful. But she tells him that he need to be mindful of going in her room because her father hates him. And if she catches him, if he catches him in here, he's gonna cut his little nuts off. Those are her exact words. He said, because he can't stand you. And it's like, who wrote the dialogue for this movie? Teenagers do not speak in this way. The whole thing is weird. And the acting in this whole movie is basically, to all my hip hop movie lovers, is like T-Boz in Belly. She's like what the fuck? T-Boz was so terrible in Belly. And the whole acting in this movie is just like this. But either way, once they sort everything out, he asks what she's doing. She's like, we getting ready to go on a family vacation. We going to Nilbog as an exchange family. We gonna live in their house and they gonna live in our house. Who does this shit? Don't nobody know. I guess this is Airbnb before there was an Airbnb. So it's before its time. It's before its time. Let's move it right along. So then he's like, I'm gonna go ahead and come along. But The boyfriend don't wake up early enough to go with them, so they leave him. So the girlfriend start arguing with the mom because they leave the boyfriend behind, and she big mad about it. And it's like, this has to be back in the day, and this has to be a unmelanated family. I'm saying it that way because ain't no black family letting the boyfriend come and lay up in the damn camper with you for no type of vacation. Then the mom say, you know what? We need to calm down the argument. You got to calm down the argument. Joshua, sing that song. You know how in families they try to give you $1 to do that dance for them? She wanted them to sing a song. And then apparently there was only 3 allowed songs back in the day to sing in a car. What was it? $99 bill on the wall. And then roll your boat. So he starts singing roll your boat, and they all start singing roll your boat all together and being extra boring and bad. But either way, Joshua lay down to take a nap, and he wake up and he's sweating like a slave in there, or sweating like a hoe in church. I don't know which one is politically correct to say. And he lifts up, and all of a sudden he's sweating, and all this green's coming on. And instead of figuring out what's going on, he's like, Dad, pull the car over. I'm sick. And they're like, I'm like, Jen, if you don't be quiet, we got another rest stop for 30 miles. Then next thing you know, he starts sprouting branches out of his hands, and he turned it into a plant. Mind you, remember his grandpa told him that goblins turn people into plants and then they eat them. I just had a really good ass salad too. That I'm glad I ate that before I started this damn swing back review. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. Leave me some comments. Let me know if you've seen this movie, if you enjoyed it as much as I do. Anyways, he looked to the front thinking he's gonna see his mom and dad, and he see these big ass crazy eyes and trolls, and obviously, well, they're not trolls, they're goblins. Obviously, none of these trolls went to the dentist. They look like they got them damn veneers y'all be walking around with, and so they got their teeth shaved down. They looking real rough in the face, and he realized he in the car with goblins. But it turns out that it is a nightmare. It's not really going on. He having a bad dream. Then they go back to the boyfriend. Since the boyfriend got left, he said, I'm gonna roll with my homeboys like they going to Freaknik or whatever the hell they used to do back in the day, and we're gonna go find the girlfriend. We gonna catch up with them. So they rented an RV. They said they're gonna go exploring. As you can see, this is before the times of GPS, MapQuest. I'd have been lost as hell because I have no sense of direction, but they have a map. So they're gonna go find them, and they actually they actually catch up with them. I don't know how the hell they did this. I don't know how they caught up with them, how they timed that these people were going to pass on the road at the same time. They start screaming to get their attention. And as you can see, the daughter, who I can't remember her damn name because they barely say what her name is, goes ahead and throws them the bird as they go by. But that is some really, really magical timing in this movie. Why? Because we're in a horror film. Does it have to make sense? No. No. So basically, they rolled up to Nilbog. We in Nilbog now. And they don't see anybody in the town. It's a small town, kind of like how Tallahassee was before they made it blow up, a 2-horse town. And they meet the family, and they realize they look like they got a case of the hurt or something on their neck. They got warts on them. And Joshua seemed to be the only one noticing that something is going on with the family. Hell, I wouldn't use none of their bath cloths, and do y'all wash up the rags? Because they say some people don't. Anyways, I wouldn't use none of their stuff if they got lesions on them. I don't know what the hell was going on in Nilbog, but they introduced themselves to the exchange family, and we know we're gonna go in this pioneering of Airbnb exchange family. And as the exchange family is leaving, obviously Nilbog ain't as calm as they thought it is, because it is banging in Nilbog. The little boy bad as hell, and he throw a baseball at Joshua. And it says, eat before we eat you. So I'm like, this something ain't right. So the little boy, these just be bad. I don't know. So Joshua, the only one that realized something might not be right in these Nilbog streets. So y'all know I got my notes. I got to make sure I capture everything for you guys. Anyways, So they basically go into the house and they find a feast. And the ghost of grandpa, remember, grandpa been dead 6 months and he's still roaming around this bitch. I don't know what. Oh, I'm on past 15 minutes. Oh, I could cuss. Great. They find a feast. Before Josh can dig in, his dead grandpa show up and say, "Don't eat it or y'all gonna turn into plants." So you have to stop them by any means necessary. So Joshua can't think of no way to stop them except to climb up on the table, unzip his pants. Oh, I skipped it. The reason he's able to do this because Ghost Grandpa has the magical powers to freeze time, so he froze them in time. That's why they stuck with this nasty ass food. And the feast was like nasty green snacks and desserts and Kool-Aid, apparently. Green and red. If you're black, you know what flavors those are. But anyway, he said, I'm gonna fix this up real quick. And he pees all over the food. Classic moment. If that was a bit of little black boy, his ass would have been beat. But either way, he pees all over the food, ruining the food. And it was so funny because when the sister was throwing away, she was like, ugh, everything's so stank. And I'm like, dang, Joshua, you ain't drank no water. You ain't been hydrating this whole time. Hell, matter of fact, y'all walked in with no road snacks, no nothing. Y'all ain't stopped by the Walmart or the Wawa or something. Just y'all wait. What y'all would have did if the food wasn't there when y'all showed up? Because y'all wasn't expecting this feast. And plus, you don't eat at everybody's house. Hell, we barely eat people potato salad. Y'all around here walking in and drinking people Kool-Aid. Lord, pray for them. Anyway, Dad get pissed off and he take him to the room and all the rooms got their names on it. He was gonna beat his ass with a belt. They went into the room and the little boy, he starts pulling his belt buckle. And the little boy said, "What you gonna do to me?" And he said, "I'm not gonna beat you. I'm gonna tighten my belt to keep from the hunger pangs." Is that how the stomach works? So if I'm hungry and I'm trying to lose weight, if I tighten my belt, will it reduce my appetite and help my willpower? Y'all let me know, because I don't remember the stomach working like I took anatomy and physiology. I don't remember it working like this. But maybe that's how the lap band works. But anyways, I digress. I digress. I gotta get through this. Anyway, so we go back to the homeboys hanging. So they hanging out, and Arnold here decide he gonna go outside and have a cigarette. He white, so it's probably a Marlboro. If he was black, it was a Newport. It's all jokes, y'all. But either way, he see a girl running through the woods. And like any normal man, he gonna find out what's going on in these Neilbog streets. He starts chasing her. And just like any other man before the Me Too movement, he decides to stop her by tackling her and jumping on top of her. All right, we're not going to speak anymore on that. He decides to tackle her and jump on top of her. Oh, dang, I missed the best part when that man, let's go back to the bite tightening of the belt. I forgot the hospitality speech. Anyways, he says, we learn about hospitality. One thing is you don't piss. You can't piss on hospitality. And that's when he tightened his belt because he says, that there's hunger pains. Like I said, they ain't stop at the Wawa or nothing. It was mess. It was trash. These parents are bad. When I took my kids anywhere, I made sure I had changes of clothes and a snack. Everybody know that, but apparently them. So back to Arnold and his cigarette and tackling chicks. I'm having such a good time. I love this movie so much. It's so bad. It's good. Anybody knows me, I love movies and it excites my life. But anyways, like I said, Arnold was upset because he was in Neilbog Woods and he couldn't find and hadn't met any hoes. How you gonna meet him? That's Heuxs, not the other way. So, like I said, he turned into Pepe Le Pew, chased the lady down, knocked her to the ground. Pepe Le Pew was always like this dude was like Pepe Le Pew even today. So some of y'all don't know how to take no for an answer. So he looks and sees who's chasing him, and he sees that it's the goblins. And so he turned into White Boy Roy and said, "Look here, buddy. You're not gonna bother this young lady." And this part is the funniest. Well, there's so many funny parts in this damn movie. He tells him to get lost. He's trying to impress her. He's trying to gain points. And what did the goblins do, Lord? They was not with the shits. They pulled out a spear and chucked it right into poor Arnold's chest. So he was trying to cap the same hole, and he got caught in the chest with a whole spear to boot. So poor Arnold. So now we in the second part. So before we get into the second half of the movie, you guys are gonna do me a favor, and it's free. All right. Somebody is clowning me real quick. I'm like caught up in this damn text. 1 second. It's my daughter texting me. All right. A couple people texting me acting up. All right, let's get through this. So we see this church. It's a random church in the middle of Nilbog. Make it make sense. So, oops. Let me make sure I have the right notes. Because we in part 2. All right. Because I remember this movie like the back of my hand, but I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So they run into a church. And they get inside. And it's actually not a church. It's somebody's house. Some lady named Credence. And she in there with an altar, burning incense, and candles, and tape. It kind of look with all types of stuff. Kind of look like my damn. Anyway, I love the Lord. But if you do have incense and meditating Christmas, I ain't mad at you, because in religion and all these different things, they have ceremonies and rituals, so you'll be all right. Anyways, Credence in there, he's gonna run. She's like, "This is my house," and she walk up with 2 big bubbly cups and mugs and offering something to eat. I guess maybe Credence from the South. I don't know where the hell Nilbog is, but maybe she's from the South, because you're supposed to offer your guests a drink. And that's what Credence did. She said she had made some broth to help heal them. And I said, dang, is Credence Haitian? Because Haitians think that tea and broth will solve anything. Your leg falling off, here goes some tea. Your ear falling off, here goes some tea. You got a bad rash, here goes some damn castor oil. L'huile muscatile. I'm showing my Haitianness right now. Shout out to the Zoes. But anyways, we say a tea can solve everything. And dude, my mom used to, boy, we ain't know nothing about no damn urgent care, no doctor. We drank some damn tea. That's it. That's all you was getting at my damn house. So let me make sure I got all my notes. I'm going all off kilter, but I'm having a good time. But anyways, hopefully you guys are too. So Becky with the good hair take a sip of the tea. And all of a sudden, and I think Arnold's sipping it too. All of a sudden, she start, oh my God. Oh Lord, I'm sweating. It's hot. And she's got green goo coming down, and we know what that means in this damn movie. We all know what's about to go down. So basically, oh yes, oh my God. Every time I see this scene, basically she turns into a plant. She looked like one of them damn, when they wrap your burgers in one of them damn lettuce wraps. She turned into a plant. And the goblins come out the back. They like, let's eat. It's like Credence said, food ready, and they all ran out. My daughter's about to kill me. Okay, she killing me. Y'all, this is mama life. Anyways, they run out. They said grubs on, and they gonna get something to eat. So it was super duper nasty, disgusting. And you see what happened to you once you drink that broth. And I'm like, uh-oh. That's where the meme come from. And so that's where the meme comes from. But I found the whole gift that actually says what it says. The line. They're eating her. They're going to eat me too. Oh my God. So that's where that meme comes from. So anytime something bad and crazy is coming and you see it coming, that's what you're supposed to say. Oh my God. So poor Arnold is like, oh shit, it's about to go down. So we go back to the family. And so we don't know what the hell happened to poor Arnold at that point. Um, and we have sis was in her room doing her bad 90s routine dancing. It was pretty much TikTok before TikTok. Y'all know how y'all be like, do it to your leg, shake it, do it, shake, 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 or any other what's the one I love? Hey baby, 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 my neck, my back. She living it up in there. She doing all the moves, the stiff ass movements I see some of y'all ass doing in the clubs. Cause it's TikTok, y'all on this TikTok all the time. Hell, I'm on there too. But anyways, grandpa appeared in the mirror like, hey, what's good? And she's like, what the hell? What you doing in the mirror? And he disappeared. And she called her dad in there. She called her dad in there. And he looking. Lord, dad probably had enough of this damn day. He doesn't believe her. He asked her if she's still on. Is you on that dope? I'm like, dang. Her name was Holly. I just remember the damn daughter's name. And I'm like, dang, Holly, you was on that dope before? You was that powder? Lord, these teenagers, you ain't dare to keep kids off drugs. That's a mess. And you just act like it was okay, daddy. He still want to stay. Come on, he still want to be farmers and stuff. So this is supposed to be a vacation. So he want to be a farmer, wake up early, till the land. I ain't seen no damn animals or no plants other than the people they've been eating, the goblins. So what exactly are you supposed to be farming, daddy? I don't know. So grandpa like, dang, I'm in the wrong place. So he pop up on Joshua. He like, Joshua, and Joshua like, man, grandpa, how you scared the sister? He's like, man, I came to the wrong room. So this man, the grandpa said, can freeze time. But he turned around and said he didn't know the layout of the house. So apparently in the afterlife, you can freeze time, but you can't find your damn way. So it was Ghost. I love Ghost with Patrick Swayze. Look, anyways, I don't understand how this universe works, but we're gonna ride with this movie. But anyways, Josh was like, I tried to tell them they don't believe me, but you in the wrong damn place, grandpa. Damn. So let's see. Let's make sure. Yes, this movie is crazy as hell, and I love it. So then we're back to the you know they got about 30 storylines going at the same time. Drew was hungry, so apparently nobody brings food on trips. I wouldn't ride to the damn store with these people. I need a snack when I'm going some damn where because I've been in places where you've been stuck, traffic been long, and you've been there for hours and you're starving to death. I'ma bring me some Cheetos, something. I ain't get thick like this without nothing. I'm cute though. My face card never declines. But either way, he said, bump this, I'm gonna go in the mailbag and find a snack. So he go jogging because the two dudes is in the bed. I don't understand why I didn't bother to put it up here, but they was taking a nap together. I don't know. In the broad daylight, it is what it is. But anyways, he starts running and his policeman offers him a ride. He get in the car. And I'm like, I ain't getting no car with no damn popo in no other town or whatever. And he's in the car with the popo or whatever, and he like, man, I'm starving. And Popo offered him the nastiest damn. It looked like one of them sandwiches I had during one time when I had to work somewhere and they ain't had no food, but I ain't gonna go there. He offers him a sandwich, and he goes to eat it. It was the nastiest. You see this damn sandwich? It looked like Play-Doh on top of rice cake. And he pulled it out of his pocket. It wasn't refrigerated or nothing. No mayo, no lettuce, no tomato, no pickles on the side. If you ever seen The Wire, not The Wire, was The Wire? Yes. If you ever saw The Wire, he said how you know somebody love you when they give you a sandwich and they give you all the fixings. This shit was a fucked up ass sandwich. I'm sorry, it's making me cuss now. I wouldn't have accepted this sandwich. It was disgusting. Then he get the ride. He go to the store and there's a man in there. He like, Lord, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Now he's sweating. He's sweating. Papa Molly, I'm sweating. And this dude said, he said, can I have coffee? He said, there's no coffee in nearby. It's the devil's drink. Well, I guess I'm going to heaven because I don't drink that shit either. And then he said, can I have some eggs? He's like, ugh, eggs. But we do have some Nilbog milk. And it was like, what? Is it almond? Anyway, let me stop clowning on these people internet. So basically he gave him the milk. Oh my God. There's no food here. I would have died there myself. Then we back with Josh and his daddy because they went to the store to try to get something to eat and everything was closed because they said everybody was gone for a sermon. So what did dad do to wait while they were uh waiting for the store to come open? He decides to pull out a vegetable cookbook and start reading it. Make it make sense. I mean, I got a random cookbook. I like cookbooks because of the pictures and stuff. It's like food porn, but we not gonna go there. All right. That's when they realize the Josh ride off and he goes and he looks in the car door, and that's when he realizes that Neilbog is gobbling backwards. They in a whole town called Neilbog, and it's actually goblin, y'all. They done effed up. They done went, tried to get a free trip, and end up in a town that's actually goblin. And yes, now we can talk about why there's no troll in this movie, and it's called Troll 2. It was supposed to be called Goblin, but the distributor changed it for marketing because there was already a troll movie, a Troll 1, and they thought they would make money because there's no known actors in this movie. Why? Because if you ever saw the history of Cooley High, another one of my favorite movies, maybe I'll do that one day, they use locals. The guy who's playing the dad is actually a dentist. If you ever watch the documentary, The Best Worst Movie Ever, you'll find out how they actually made this movie. But yes, the original movie is Troll 1, and it ain't got shit to do with this movie. And, it's a bunch of trolls in an apartment. You even see the monsters even look different. This monster looked like Bigfoot, and our monster looked like it been eating too many sweets on Halloween. Happy Halloween, and his teeth done rotted out his head. And now I want to make up for it for eating veggies, and not even good veggies, nasty ones that are melted in his damn mouth. But I digress. So then, like while dad's taking a nap, Josh would decide to roam the neighborhood and explore the neighborhood like Dora. Shout out to myself, even though he don't know where the hell he at and they don't see any people. So he rolled up on a barn. He's like, okay, it's a barn. I wonder what they doing up in here. Dad went to sleep with that damn cookbook. Anyway, he look inside and everybody in there catching the Holy Ghost. Anyways, he sees the pastor in there and they hear him and they snatch his ass up. If you ever saw The Witches, it's kind of like this witches, but the sermon was about hating eating meat, and they snatch him up and they try to feed him. Every time, you know what? This almost like going to your grandma's house. Every time you turn around, these people trying to feed somebody something, but at least grandma food is good. At least grandma food is tasty. Lord have mercy. Oops, you know when you forget to press send on a text, my daughter is probably cussing me out. Anyway, they try to feed him or whatever. Look like some damn sour cream. That's when everything get discovered. Because guess who's at the sermon at the church revival, anti-meat church revival? It's the host family chilling. They basically go in there, and the dad finds them, bust in, and he's like, "What you doing here?" And he believes them when they said they had car trouble. They was gonna go to their house tonight. So you have car trouble, you get stuck, and instead of going back to your house, you go to the church house and listen to a sermon about meat. This dad was so damn gullible. It's like, I want your ass to die. Anyway, so they say they're gonna go back to the house. Now on the way back to the house, they see Holly and her boo at the dang on everybody end up in the same place at the same time and see at each other at 50,000 feet distance. At least they can see. I can see. I can't hear worth a damn, but at least they can see. So it's something they saw the baby girl, and so he starts speeding towards them. While that's going on, Drew done found Arnold, and they done turned Arnold into a plant. How the hell he gonna eat, and how they gonna know how to change him back? Anyway, they decided to come up with a plan to drag him out by the pot, the bottom of his pot. Lord, it's a mess. So while all that's going on, the townspeople, to make up for damn near trying to stuff custard down the little boy's throat, throw a hole down with more of these nasty ass desserts. and and making the family feel welcome. I would have been hungry as hell, but I wouldn't ate nothing like that. It's like before you go to a party and you don't eat nobody, you eat at your house before it goes down or whatever, just in case the food nasty. So back at the house, because Joshua at the house, Grandpa, a troll come there, and Grandpa start whooping the troll's ass. He pulls out, he cuts the troll. Why am I calling a damn troll as a goblin? Because the name of the movie is Troll. It's confusion. But anyways, he hacks the damn goblin's hand, and he about to really get real. He teaching Joshua, let's throw this Molotov cocktail to blow these goblins up. So Grandpa old school. He said, we not playing with these dang on goblins. Basically, Grandpa, who can stop time and do all this damn magic, said, F that, let's blow everything up. So then the pastor come out, and he's like, yeah, he got a damn war on his face, y'all. Lord. Anyways, a war on his eye, demonized, and on his face, demonized, and a scar. He done been through some shit. And Grandpa like, oh shit, we caught. You see him with the fire extinguisher. But anyways, he said, send you back to hell, Grandpa. And I'm like, damn. What Grandpa did to go to hell? Was he messing with hoes? Like, what? Why was Grandpa in hell? What did he do to get there? And you see, he froze like he knew he was supposed to be there. Y'all, Grandpa done did some shady shit. And then the magic actually started working. The goblin magic. So maybe he was supposed to be in hell. I don't know. And then he summons a lightning bolt, and the lightning bolt comes down and hits the pastor. And the pastor try to stop, drop, and roll, but he basically combusts on fire. Y'all, it's getting real, the violence. But I was laughing because I was like, hold up. So Grandpa know how to stop time. He has magic to do lightning bolts, but he can't find his way around the house. Can you make it make sense? Especially since the house had the names of the people room it was on the door, Grandpa. You can't read. You can't read, Grandpa. We might need some things don't make, or a lot of things don't make sense in this movie. Then the townspeople come out and see their leader on the ground, burnt up, looking like a whole monkey in the face. But it turns out he was a troll. So that probably was the head troll. And the dad dumb enough to come put out. I'd have been left. The dad come and put out the damn troll, or not troll, goblin, with a fire extinguisher. Dad always trying to save the day, but he don't know what the hell he be doing, and he be setting them up for the kill. So then the townspeople turn on him, and they're like, turn on them, and it's like, oh snap, and they gonna whoop our ass. But they don't do nothing but stare them down like your mama stare you down when you do something bad in church before she pinch you. Then they start surrounding the house to basically tear these people up. So it's like they waited till night. They wanted nobody to see that they was gonna kill them. And then on us back at the RV, the other dude, I forgot what the hell his name is, Credence done turned into a sexy temptress. And the hottest sex scene of every movie goes down. Y'all ready? Y'all excited? It's gonna be hot. Here you go. Credence come in and put it on dude. She has a corn cob. She start eating it, and popcorn go everywhere. That box so hot, everything's so hot. It's popping corn, popping corn. I hope I don't get reported for all this sexiness. But they don't show if this man died or not. So Credence get him by being sexy and making him eat corn. I'm sure he turned into a plant, but they probably didn't have the budget to show this man die. So they kept it moving. So then the family said, this is all messed up. Let's go ahead and have a seance to have Grandpa come save us. So they have a seance for Grandpa. It doesn't make sense. Grandpa been popping in and out as he feels, doing lightning, doing all types of magic. But now you got to pull Grandpa in via magic. Did he go back to hell while the troll was burning up? I don't know. This is confusion. So then as they doing the seance, some trolls pop out and all hell breaks loose because Joshua disappeared and the trolls popped in. and they go to whooping ass. And this part was funny as hell when they kicked that troll down the stairs. And I don't think it was in the script because the way that man or whatever goblin foot twisted around them stairs, I think that stunt double was fucked up. But it's classic. It's funny, and the dad is getting his ass whooped. So now Joshua's in the house where the trolls are. And the troll went to go ahead and whoop up Joshua. And dad came in literally 2-piece in a biscuit. No, grandpa came in 2-piece to troll. His head spun around, and that's how they got rid of that troll. Then grandpa gave Joshua a book bag and said, it's something in it. Use it when you're ready. But he never tells him what's in it. So how the hell this little boy who only 10 years old gonna know what to use? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, y'all. Grandpa be on some bullshit. He ain't saving them. But he tells Joshua, use it when ready. So then all of a sudden there's a magical stone like Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. And this supposedly the stone that gives all the power to the dang on goblins. So they said they're going to kill the goblins with the power of goodness. And they put their hand out. So all this time, y'all could have killed the trolls with the power of goodness. But he said, yon though. And he disappeared and leave Josh to fight the dang on goblins. You guys, a mess. I'm trying to get through this in an hour so I could just broadcast it. Then the trolls come out and they grab Joshua and they'll go to whoop him. They about to eat him. They about to feed him that nasty ass green sludge. And he's like, I know what to do. I know what to keep these veggie people away. They hate me. I'm going to pull out a bologna, a double-decker bologna sandwich. See, y'all don't be wanting to eat that fried bologna, but bologna saved the day on this damn movie because they hate meat. So they couldn't eat them after that. They all ran away. So they went, after eating bologna sandwich, his family ran in, and him and his family go ahead and touch Stonehenge to kill trolls with the power of goodness. And it works this time. Credence start convulsing. The trolls' heads start exploding. I wish I could show it. I ain't trying to get copywritten. And then everything's all good. So now everybody tired and they went home. And the dad decided to go back to work. How the hell you go back to work after this? They ain't got no remote or no days off, no PTO. What the hell? And mama happy because she was hungry and she finally got something to eat. So she started munching on some apples. Then next thing you know, Josh wakes up and he is throwing a ball and it said, yummy, mommy tastes so good. And the goblins is busting down on the mama, digging in, smacking, lips covered in mama who done been turned into the plant. And that is the end of the movie. Troll 2, the best, worst movie ever. You guys, I know we've been on a wild ride. I had a good time preparing for this movie. I watch it all the time. It's free on YouTube because it's been out that long. But there's a cult following. It's Troll 2, but it ain't no damn trolls in here. It's goblins. And like I said, it was made by some Italian people, a husband and wife, and the wife hated vegetarians because all her friends were becoming vegetarians. And she wanted to do a horror movie making fun of them. And that's why the language in this movie is crazy and choppy. The T-Boz of it all. They made the movie in 3 weeks. Still looks better than Acrimony. And it's an amazing movie. It gets a 5 out of 5 from 5 out of 5 Smarties from the Sepia. Not because it's good, because it's so bad it's good. And there's so many movies like that. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me for this Sepia Swingback review. I look forward to doing another one. I love you guys so much. With that being said, I'm not going to do my regular. Well, I am going to do my regular out, but I'm going to let you leave because I'm so proud of my video. Love who loves you. May God bless you with everything that you need. Have fun with those kids. Get treats. Dress up. Don't be worshiping. Anyway, avoid the goblins, trolls, whatever you want to call them. And best of all, don't eat any salads or any fruits or any smoothies because you might turn into a plant and a goblin eat you up. Love you guys so much. Go ahead and leave me a like. Love you so much. Bye.